Hey, what's up YouTube? This is going to be a different type of video than what you saw last time. And there was a major milestone. I wouldn't really see even a milestone, major turn of events this last week. The Supreme Court has gone and done something that nobody thought would happen. And the LGBT community is, they get a win. They get a scratch for a win. Because they are now able to have, well, it's closer to equal rights for everybody. And the Supreme Court said that the two bills that were holding everything up was considered unconstitutional. And really the bottom line is it's not constitutional. That's not fair. Who cares what somebody does, right? This is a free country. And it's because of whatever religious backgrounds, religious groups that are fighting it. Let people do what they want. You know, let's stop trying to impose other people's positions because they feel that they're right. That's my personal view on organized religion, and I don't want to get into religious talk only because of the fact that everybody has their own personal view, and let's just stay away from it. But to be honest with you, what the Supreme Court did this week was probably one of the best things that has happened in this country in a while, giving equal rights to people of every type of walk of life, not just people who are considered straight. The LGBT community should be heard and should be equal to everybody else. It's not fair that they're not allowed to have the same equal rights such as benefits and things like that just because of their orientation. It's not fair. And what happened this week was amazing, and I think it was a great step forward for this country. Other countries have done it. And I have a cousin, her and her wife are elated because now they can have the same equal rights that everybody else have, especially for marriage. Now again, I know the Westboro Baptist Church and probably everybody else who wants to combat this will say something in the next couple of weeks, but that will come when it comes. But I think it's one of the best things that has happened. And especially in the last couple of years with all of this talk of suicides and bullying for people's orientation, and that continues to go on. But with all this talk going on, it's a step forward. And we all know that we see this every day in the news. We see this every day. Some of you see this every day at school. A lot of people see it at work. People get picked on because of their orientation, just because they're different or quote-unquote different from someone else. And that's not fair. They are who they are, and they should be allowed to be who they are. But people struggle, and it's not just kids, but it's adults. People struggle with this all the time. And there are very few outlets to go and get help from. Now, the Supreme Court made a huge ruling this week. That's a step forward. But that doesn't mean it's over yet. We hear about things every day that suck. Kids bullying somebody else and somebody committing suicide because somebody found out they were gay and they spread it throughout the school. And most of the time it happens in the middle school and high school. I've said this before. You have to start learning middle school and high school to cope with your things in life because it doesn't really change when you get out of school. People don't change very much. You have a lot more responsibilities. Other than that, their personalities don't change unless they want them to. Really, that's the bottom line. I don't care what anybody says. That's it. That's the reality. However, if people do need help, you can message me and ask me for something, but I'm going to send you somewhere else. If it's something big. If you have just a quick question or something like that, I'm okay with answering quick questions or trying to help somebody out. I'm actually trained. I used to work at a youth center. I'm trained as a mentor, and I'm trained as a couple other things for crisis management and things like that. I've been trained, formally trained, but I would never say, come to me if you're having a lot of problems. Because I have my own issues as well, like everybody else. I would rather you go to a place like the Trevor Project. I'd rather you go to a place like the It Gets Better Project. Trevor Project, Tyler Oakley was involved with. I'd rather you go to a place like the National Suicide Hotline or the Teen Hotline. Anything like that. They're the ones who do this every day. I don't do it every day. I would rather you talk to somebody like them versus messaging me and asking me. You can ask me questions, it's okay. But if it's something major and you're having a big issue, and if you're feeling really bad or down, go to them first, please. I'll leave the links in the drop down below, because I think that they're important for people who are having issues. It doesn't matter if you're an adult or a teen. Please, if you're having problems, seek help. I do recommend those options that I've said. I said the Trevor Project, the It Gets Better Project. There's many other options out there. Please seek those helps. They're there for you. They're there in case you need them. That's why those things are set up. And I have myself, and I've stated in another video, so I'm not going to go too far into it, helped two, one was 13, one was 14, going on 15, at the youth center I worked at, stop them from committing suicide because of their orientation. And I've been there, so I have firsthand experience in dealing with this. But I don't do it every day, and I don't work at the youth center at the moment. And I would rather see somebody who does this on a daily basis help you out. But if you do have any quick questions, or if it's just something small, I'm okay with answering those. But otherwise, please use the resources that are available to you if you do need help. Now, I'm going to leave you with a story. And I found a person's channel. Well, actually, he was outed on a national TV show. It was a quick clip. Going along with kind of the court ruling this week, the Boy Scouts of America allowed gay scouts to be in there. Now, I was a scout, and we all knew who was and who wasn't, but it was not openly allowed. Now it's openly allowed, and it can go one way or another. You can have a really bad experience when you have it openly allowed, whereas it can be, they can take a lot of slack for it. Or we can just have full troops of gay kids, or gay scouts, because they're not all kids. The scouts run from, elementary school through high school and a little bit into college. And really, to be honest with you, it could go either way. It's a great step forward again, just like this last week. But the video was from What Would You Do? And what happened was they were talking about youth and coming out. And the kid, the young guy, his name is Nathan, and he has a channel called 7 Nathan is Gay 7, and he comes out on there. But he didn't want to be openly outed to everybody yet. However, I mean, you're putting your name up there like that, it's kind of giving a clue. But nobody knew where he was from and things like that. Nice thing about it is he did come out to his parents and posted a video about it. And he was lucky. He's lucky that he had a supporting set of parents that were okay with his solution, or his decision, and not everybody has that. That's why the resources are there for those who don't. There's many questioning people out there who struggle with it because they don't have support. They don't have family to support that will support them. They don't have friends that will support them. Luckily, this young guy had a support network that he's comfortable with, and that's good. I'm going to put that link down below and show you that. But the thing is if you don't have that support that this young guy had, and even though we're moving forward, it's 2013, we're moving forward, please, if you have issues, use the links below, check them out. If you have any problems, talk with them, talk with a suicide hotline, talk with a counselor at school, talk with your boss at work. I don't care what it is. And I'll take quick questions, but I'm not going to try to do anything, extravagant. If you have questions for me, you can talk to me. I'm okay with that. But major issues, I please would recommend going to those sites. Please do that. We don't want to hear any more about any more news that people going and doing something to themselves or somebody else because of stupidity in the world. So, without further ado, check out the video links below. Also, I'll leave you with a song down there in this drop-down menu thing now. It's kind of going on this whole thing. It's called Make It Stop, September's End by Rise Against. Great song. Check it out. It has something to do with a lot of this. And it's sad to think that so many people lose their lives every day or get bullied to a degree that they want to take their life. It doesn't matter if it's an orientation thing or if it's just being different. So if anybody has any problems, please go to the links, and I will talk at you in the next video. So stay safe online and in the real world,